Welcome to Bathurst in this week's TCR series. As you can see, I am starting right there, so halfway through the pack, and there is also another car up here. Marky, look who it is. I haven't seen this racer in a while. They are very quick, so let's get into the race, get started, and we are starting off in what position? 6, 8. Halfway down the meet. Luckily enough though, we do have the inside line of turn 1, so hopefully we can actually make a few quick moves here. You see, just pretty much having the best of luck for the inside corner. Not getting the fastest run out overall. We do have the Mercedes up in front, and that Mercedes is actually pulling really well. We are in the Elantra for this race. I thought, why not give it a bit of a blast? I've got to get to the level 50. It's like level 35 at the moment, and every other car I've got is at level 50, so it's kind of bothering me that it is not there. Liking the matte black and a purple Honda Civic to the right hand side. Making a move up the other side here. Space not awarded, but space has been created by keeping going. Up the hill we go out of this corner. We are now in position 3. There we go. Maxi Hun 5,200 up ahead in the Peugeot 308, and Marky is 3 seconds ahead, which is who is in the Elantra, sorry. Coming through here now, a little bit squirrely through there, getting the lines back to where they should be. Coming over the crest of the hill, hard on the brakes down to third, then down to second as we're turning in, and then a little dab of the throttle, hard on the brakes again, back end stepping out and meeting the wall. Thankfully I didn't get spun around, but managed to hold on to it. Braking as the wall colour changes on the inside there, could have braked a little bit harder, and out of the corner we go. 2.3 seconds away from the car up in front, and Marky is now 5 seconds away. I do also believe Marky is on the soft tyre compound. So, down this back straight we go. Hopefully we start actually catching up to Maxi Hun 5,200, and we do have quite a nice gap away from the car behind. I think Oriba, I'm butchering names, I'm not going to try. Oh no, I thought it would be the Mercedes, but I'm not too sure what that is. I think that might be an Elantra as well. It's quite nice actually to see the Peugeot 308 actually competing in a race. Don't see him very often, and especially as competitive as Maxi Hun's up in front. Now, end of lap 1 for the start of lap 2, we have lost a little bit more time from the cars up in front. So come on Flash, get your A game back in and get your lines right and start pushing a bit better than what you are now. We're a little bit better on this lap, 2 seconds up than our previous, but that's obviously a given because we had a rolling start through there. Coming up through here now, we're going to be looking on the left hand side for the tent, blue tent, and then there's a 100-meter board, and that's your braking point. Down in third gear, turning in, touch of that curb, and accelerating out the other side. Got on the power a little bit too early there, and almost met the wall. 3 seconds away from the car up in front. Come on, this is not good enough. I'm still losing way too much time. There we go, through that beautifully, and out the other side we go. Let it glide over to the left, just let off the throttle ever so slightly through here, and then push it back on so you just don't clip that wall. Same through this section here, bring it over to the right, let off the throttle a little bit, put it back on, and you shouldn't meet the wall on the right hand side here. As you can see now, we've clawed in 5 temps there, and a couple of grass blades as we did cut the lawn. Thankfully no penalty was awarded for holding on for dear life and actually making it work. It's got to be one of the very few occasions that you can actually go on the grass in Forza Motorsport and survive. It's not made out of quicksand. Braking out of second gear here, turning in, accelerating out the other side. Marky is now 7.2 seconds away. Maxi Hun is 1.4. Back in the game now, and actually back on pace to what I should be. Coming down here now, we do have a dirty lap. Sadly, due to the incident we had, but I have received a message saying thank you for cutting the lawn. Perfect height now. Couldn't get any better than that. Perfect job done. And breaking down the third gear here, over the curb we go, accelerating out the other side. Nicely done through there. And using as much of a track as you can. 1.1 away. almost 5 seconds up this lap, braking a little bit late there and having to sacrifice a little bit of corner entry. But yeah, we made it work. 1.5 seconds away, and crazily enough, car behind is 2.3 seconds away. Peugeot is scrubbing tyres, I think. That might be the Peugeot. It also could be Marky, you never know. 1.4 seconds away from the car in front, 2.1 from the car behind as we go along for this straight here during lap 3. Rear tyres are showing up as cold. They don't really have to do much work in a straight line, to be fair, which is alright, I guess, saving the tyres. Coming around here now, we are 3 times up our best lap, which is a 2:19. I think there is improvement to make. Braking down a second gear here, pretty much the car turns itself through this section, which is quite nice. You don't really have to give much of an input, it will just happily coast through that curve there. This here again, just feather the throttle so you don't hit that wall on your left hand side. It will actually wreck your speed coming through here now. Same here, that back end stepping out there. I do clout the wall because we was already out of control on the way in. This here, get as close to that wall on the left hand side as you can. You're looking actually a brave speed to go through there. It's about 123, 124. I just did it there at 119, so I do have a bit more speed to be able to get through. Maxi Hun hit the wall through there, but thankfully managed to not get ruined by it. But we are now 0.8 seconds away. If we can get out this corner at a reasonable pace, we might actually be able to keep up with them. I have a dirty lap again. It's actually quite hard to keep a clean lap out this track, especially through the beginning part of the section where you're really tight into those walls. So I'd really take it with a grain of salt. Coming down here now, 0.6 seconds away from the car up in front. Getting into their slipstream now, but we do have to brake down to 3rd gear, onto the curb on the left, onto the curb on the right. Actually going into there a little bit hot. And at the other side, 0.7 seconds away from them now, and car behind is 1.8 seconds away. Now, Marky is almost 10 seconds away. Forgot to mention that. Marky has been really putting under pressure and disappearing from us all. Again, Marky is one hell of a quick driver. I've raced Marky a fair few times, and some of you regulars know that me and Marky have a right laugh. I think there's only like a few occasions that I managed to stay up with Marky for like a lap or two, and then they've gone. So Marky, if you see yourself in this video again, my friend, hi, and hope you're doing well. Anyway, coming through here now, 100-meter board down the 3rd gear, turning in, and then accelerating out of the other side. Smartly done. No, smoothly done. Smoothly done. Not so smooth is that the car behind is actually starting to catch up. And noticing that, I didn't take this corner in the best of light, which has given me time away from the car in front and let the car behind gain that time. Now they're in the slipstream though. That's the last thing we need. Hopefully they get a little bit of aero wash coming through the sections, and it compromises their lap. That's what I'm hoping for. Whether it will or not, we're going to soon find out. But could have got a lot closer to that wall. As you can see, that turn-in was quite insane, just to keep the car on the track. I think we didn't get a off track or anything like that. So this lap's going to be clean. Actually catching up to Maxi Hun up in front, and the car behind is 0.6 seconds away. So the pressure is on really, because we have a choice here. We're going to have to race a Maxi Hun and actually push past them. Oh, this lap's not going to be the fastest lap, whilst we also under pressure from the car behind. So it is an awkward place to be, that you've really got to push yourself forward to try and get past the car on the right. Else the car behind you is going to push you, and you may end up losing a position or two. The last thing you need. But the Peugeot is nailing it to my right side. My corner entry is going to be compromised over the inside line, and it's really one of those corners that you want to take at a much higher speed, and you want to be on the outside-ish. Else you go Bravo Casablanca. Good race, and you too, Maxi. You too, my friend. Yeah. It's always easier to sacrifice, as well. As you can see, I've created a bit of a time stale area behind me as well, almost 1 second, which is really convenient. So hopefully I can keep the pressure on Maxi and keep away from that car behind. We are already 4 tenths up on this lap alone. It is a clean lap. Hopefully we can keep it clean. Going up the inside of this corner now. Now the Peugeot is actually quite a capable car, and I was not expecting it to be as quick as it was. As you can see now, I'm going to be braking down the 3rd gear, and Maxi goes in the outside, squeezing me ever so slightly. I'm on the curb, but they do have the inside line in the next corner. I could have gone through a little bit faster, but I was preservation. That's the best way of putting it. And Maxi is really putting the pressure on as well, and not surrendering as easy as I thought they would. Oh, I thought I would have had it there, but they definitely had a better corner entry than myself. Now, coming through this section here, got to be very mindful. We're going to have a bit of unclean air, and I don't want to be going into the wall or into the dirt here on the right side. As you can see, I only did that 115, 116, and my corner entry really wasn't the best. I've dirted my lap because there's a wall there. Who put the wall there? I have no idea. Coming through here a little bit sloppy, and then accelerating out the other side. Maxi has managed to get a bit of time away. Oh, what happened to the car behind? 2.8 seconds away. Interesting. I wonder what happened to them. Right. 0.6 seconds away from the car in front. 0.5. We do have a better run down the hill than they do. I'm too far away for a slingshot move, as the slipstream in this game is very low now. So I am clawing them in, but I run out of road in the moment. So in reality, it's not really worth having the send. Although they did move over to defend, so they was aware that I was breathing in or sucking them in. Almost a second up this lap, not too bad. But again, it's a dirty lap, isn't it? Yeah, always a dirty lap. Now, this is where we're gonna have to make sure this next corner exit is spot on. Marky is in the pits. Probably going to go for another set of soft tyres. I wonder if they started on soft tyres, because 6 laps on soft tyres? I don't know. Anyway, they've just exited the pit. That's how quick they are. We haven't been pitted yet. I mean, it's guaranteed, 20 seconds to pit at this lap. 25 seconds. And they've just left the pit, so it shows you how far ahead they were. Now, not being able to make a move on Maxi Hunt up in front. Sadly, my front tyre has now clicked onto minor wear. So their tyres shouldn't be too far behind if all goes to plan. A little bit of wheel spin coming out of that corner there. They managed to, keep hold of it. Marky 5.1 seconds away. Again, for when I go into the pits, I'm going to be picking a set of soft tyres for the latter half of this race. So hopefully we can be a little bit quicker on them again. And hopefully actually we'll be able to overtake Maxi Hunt up in front by being on the better tyre compound. They really are holding their own there. So braking down through here now, down the 2nd gear, turning in. Oh, that's a poor entry, stick my nose in. And ultimately back out because I didn't think they had control of the vehicle. Hey, it's no problem, Maxi, no problem. It was a brave move to stick my nose in, but curiosity got the better of me. Oh dear me. It's perfectly fine, my friend, perfectly fine. Thing is, you got to try it out, and I could still hear their car tyres squealing, and I thought if I banked it to the left and they wasn't in control, it's going to be quite painful for the both of us. So sometimes it's kind of better to not absolutely send it into, especially that section of the track as well, like, you know. Anyway, time for me to pit. They haven't pitted. Their tyres got to be worn. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, time for a nice set of lovely soft tyres. Wow, there is some damage on my car. No fuel needed. Not too sure where we're going to come out. Hopefully there's other people pitting as well. It is quite hard to do a no-stop hard tyre strategy at this place because I think your last lap or your last 2 laps are heavily compromised. There really isn't much of a tyre delta, I guess. I mean, it is 4 times tyre wear, but it does feel very close net between hard and mediums. Wow, that was lucky. We got thrown out. We're still in position 3, and there is a car that has not pitted behind us. And it's really nice how it throws you out the pit, because it doesn't throw you out and you keep within the pit exit line. It throws you out right into the center of the track. Someone smashed down the 100-meter board. Right, Maxi Hun 19 seconds away, Marky 16 seconds away. Oh, I thought the pit time was longer than that. I mean, Marky, yeah, 20 seconds, the whole getting into the pits and out the other side. That's insane. That's how quick it is, my gosh. Anyway, hopefully we can actually set a clean lap around this track and actually set a really good best lap time. Because it'd be quite nice to see overall as well how my lap time stacks up to Marky. I think they're going to be about a second or two quicker than myself. But yeah. Right, coming through this neutral section here. Second gear, turning in, back end stepping out. Actually managing to hold on to it. There's nothing like a bit of playful session going through there whilst your back end is facing any direction it feels like. That's what I like about front wheel drive cars, because although the nose is pointing one direction, the rear end's pointing another direction, you just use your throttle, use your steering inputs to keep the car behaving somewhat. And it's kind of fun. No different to sticking McDonald's trays under your rear wheels. And if you've done that before, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button. Braking at 150 board, down the third gear, turning in, over the curb we go, and onto the curb on the right hand side. Steering out of the corner, 16 seconds away from Marky, 18 seconds away. Oh, Maxi Hun hasn't pitted yet. They aren't on hard tyres, are they? Wow, if they are on hard tyres, wow, that Peugeot is really handling extremely well. And as well as Maxi Hun handled that Peugeot extremely well. Because if I'm on medium tyres, only just pretty much keeping up with Maxi Hun whilst they're on hard tyres. That's insane. Yeah. Okay, so Marky's managed to overtake Maxi. I'm still 17 seconds away from Maxi. Hopefully that means if Marky's overtaken, I can see him on the map now, that Maxi's tyres are on the brink of collapse. That is what I'm hoping for. I mean, it's kind of hard because it's only this section of the race that is very technical, and then you have two big long straights, so it's not like you have a lot of time for them to lose time. Is that the right way of putting it? Anyway, coming through here now, a little bit squirrely, tires are still a little bit cold on the rear, shall we say. A second up this lap. Certainly could find a lot more time than that. I should be doing about at least a 217. That'd be kind of nice. Braking, that is getting brave through there, let's put it that way. Coming through here now, as soon as the wall changes colour on the left, braking down the second gear, turning in and accelerating out the other side. There we go. Would have dabbed on the brakes a little bit earlier, would have had a much better corner exit. Coming down this hill now, Maxi is under 15 seconds away. And oh, position 4 in the white Elantra is 5.6 seconds away now. Ah, well, at least... Okay, it's kind of lonely. I'm missing Maxi and our battles, but it's kind of nice that we have this neutral area. I mean, I know it's only 6 seconds away from the car behind, but it has relieved a lot of pressure. And it's just a case of making sure I can keep consistent and pushing a little bit. We have to try and catch up to Maxi, who is now 14 seconds away. Big problem though. This is our final lap here. And, oh, we set a 217. Oh, well, look at that. That's not bad overall. Improvement still to be made. As a 0.19. Bit of improvement. Yeah. 13 seconds away. It's gonna be close. Let me know your predictions down in the comments below. Do you reckon I'm going to be able to catch up to Maxi Hun through this section of the track? They are just there in front of me. I can see them on the map. and whether I can catch up to them, if their tyres are absolutely goosed or not. It's going to be really interesting to know what you guys think. The heat is on, let's put it that way. Breaking down a second gear, turning in, could have gone a little bit tighter through the accelerator out the other side, really making use of the grip of these front soft tyres. You see they're already quite worn as they are. Flat out through here now, into fourth gear, bring it over to the left, keeping it onto the right here, flat out on the left here, braving it as much as I can, getting close to that wall, again bringing it right close to the wall on your left hand side, onto the curb on the right. See that 121 miles per hour, half a second up this lap alone. Getting really brave for this section, trying to really actually abuse those track limits as much as you can. Down the second gear, turning in, flicking the car around. I don't even think the frame rate was keeping up there. Braking down to second gear, turning in and accelerating out the other side. 9.4 seconds. We gained almost, what, 5 seconds through that section there alone? Insane. I can see them still, they're on the map. They're on the map, 9 seconds away. And we also gained a load of time away from the car behind there, now 7.7 seconds away. Oh dear. Come on, fall off the track or something. 150 board, down the third gear, turning in, onto the curb on the left, onto the curb on the right. Slowing out of this section we go. 8.3 seconds away. They're going to cross the line at any moment. Braking at the 100-meter board now, down the second gear, turning in. And the fireworks go on. Well, not fireworks, a bit of fireworks, bit of confetti. Oh my gosh. And across the line we go. Great, we got podium. Oh, we set a 216.924. Ah, Marky's best lap there is a 216.0. So I'm only a second off Marky's best lap. Marky, I'm only a second behind you. And 20 seconds throughout the whole race. And Maxi Hunt, thank you ever so much for that race. That was incredible. I do send Maxi Hunt a message. We got chatting away. They was on the hard tyres all along. Absolutely insane. And it's great to chat with you, Maxi. All the best, guys. Thank you all for watching. See you all next time. Goodbye.